forefather. We have not been using chemicals at all. The green revolution has not affected us. We have not been using fertilizers. So it has always been a natural kind of farming. The farmers are more and more aware about the importance of organic certification. The government is now very proactive towards organic adoption. So with all this awareness being created, now we are going into a larger area under organic certification. Not just sticking to the organic by default, but we are planning to go organic by design. A lot of people are still so attached to the tradition, and that's the reason why maybe all this technology, new technology through green revolution has not affected us much. Because also of our terrain, that it's not very easy for us to go into all this chemical using of fertilizers and all that, and that has been thought as weakness earlier, but now I think all this is turning out to be a strength in terms of adoption of organic farming in our state and the region. I think now we are going very systematically, and we are now we are not planning as of Nagaland. In the northeast, Sikkim had gone full organic, but in other states with context to Nagaland, though we have a large area under organic farming, we are not going full organic as of now, the whole state as organic. We are going for a particular crop and zoning, in a particular places and particular crop. The reason being that especially in the foothills in Dimapur, a lot of vegetables are being grown, and as of now it's a big challenge to turn that into organic, and that's why these are left to chemical users, a small portion, and the rest of the areas, because we are mostly into Jum, and then the terrain that does not permit us to use much of these chemicals and fertilizers. So we are going for adoption of organic farming in those areas. Jum, actually it's also known as shifting cultivation for the fact that we cultivate in a portion of the area in a particular year, and after that the whole village moves on to another area, leaving that cultivated area for about 7 to 8 years. Of course, earlier it was much longer duration. Now because of the scarcity of the land, a little bit of Jum cycle has been reduced. We left it there and then we go for another cultivation. Then afterwards again we come back and cultivate. So this is how we practice the Jum. And in Jum we have not only paddy, but we have mixed crop, different type of crops. So earlier people used to think that Jum is an evil, but actually Jum is actually not an evil, and Jum is very much attached to our culture and our tradition, and there are a lot of biodiversity that get regenerated. And that's why now our policy is to not to stop Jum, but to improve the Jum cultivation in our region and in our state. In state like Sikkim, that too they have already gone full organic, and I think that's the first state in the whole country to go full organic. In other states like Mizoram and Nagaland, we have large areas under organic. We have adopted quite a good number of years that we have started. In state like Tripura, recently they have started taking up. Earlier they were a little reluctant. Now they have started taking up. And in Meghalaya, yes, there's a lot good area under organic farming. And Arunachal is a vast land, but they're also going a lot into organic now. They have adopted. And Assam, earlier Assam and Manipur had a higher consumption of these chemicals and fertilizers, but they're also now adopting in a large area for organic farming. And Assam, the government is going to take up in a very big way for organic farming in the state. farmers are aware about the benefits of an organic farming. The government is proactive, and I think now we have to forge ahead much more than right now. And I think there's a need of, though we have already framed out our policies, but we're not adopted in full, in full spirit. And I feel now that our government has realized this. We want to go in full gear, and I think we need to enhance the production of organic inputs, which is, I think, one of the key area that we need to work on. And we need to do a lot more research so that we have location-specific research. And I think that we may have to go in for mission mode, because in Nagaland, a lot of mission mode activities have been taken, and it is very successful. And I believe that if we take this organic farming also in a mission mode, I think it should do much better, and I'm hoping that those things will move forward.